Right. So now I'll talk about the most outward pitching on Dragon's Den by the Mara Seaweed is because the reason I think that the pitching is done by the entrepreneurs is sound awkward because the argument mainly comes from a very defensive and lack of uh, clarity under pressure. And at the start, the idea itself of the Mara Seaweed is fine, but when the I think the dragons or the investors ask about the financials and the valuation of the Mara Seaweed, the founder struggled to explain properly, and instead of calmly answering, she becomes like very defensive and hesitant, which is like create some tension. And also there's a difference between confidence and evidence. I mean, she has talked about like big potential and growth about the Mars series, but doesn't have any evidence of the numbers or the finances to back her up. And for the second question is body gesture, their gesture when doing the pitching is like um, very stiff posture, like there's a very limited natural movement. And of course, their facial expression become very tense when being questioned by the investors, dragons. Then also they have like very subtle defensive gesture and their eye contact is like very inconsistent. And also their use of language and style is for me the language is not that bad, but it's not enough for investors because the explanation they gave is too long and they didn't use much business terms like profit margins all the stuff, and it cannot translate to like what they call investors language. And what I think about the offer they made is like they asked for £100,000 for 3%, which is like a very high valuation, over £3 million. And I think the issue is the valuation is a bit too high or like ambitious for the current stage because they just starting their product. And also it's not strongly supported by financial performance. And of course the dragons or investors feel like it's risky if you give them any money. That is too much. And personally, would I invest it? I would not invest it because the idea is bad for me. Because the I would invest because like the main concern is that they didn't give the finances part very clearly. And also, though, they have very poor communication under pressure and overvaluation without strong justifications. Yeah, that's it for me.